Welcome back to Ask the Attorney. We're here with Kevin Kennedy from the Kennedy Law Firm in Clarksville. 3 different locations.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's lots of fun.
All right, and we've still got more lines to light up, so please keep calling that number, 737-plus, 737-7587. Any type of legal question you have, civil, criminal, we've already answered, some property questions,
yes.
wills,
probate,
everything.
Let's hit them.
Wild animals.
Wild animals.
Yeah. All right, we've got Billy here on line 1. Hi, Billy.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing great, Billy. Go ahead. What's the question?
I got an eviction notice by a handful of people that just don't like me in the building I live in, and it's 150 people, and I never been through nothing like this. I want to know what procedures I could take and what defense that I could use towards fighting my case.
Okay. Well, you know, Billy, there's several reasons that the people can choose to try to give you an eviction. They can say, well, you did not pay your rent on time. You breached the lease because you're not keeping the peace, and it's against the peace and enjoyment of others. And you can always take issue if it were payment. You can say, look, I have paid my rent every time. I'm going to fight this in court. So they would have to file the petition. That's why you have to go to court, and then the judge can hear what you have to say, and you can bring witnesses in and say, you know, I was there, and he always paid his rent. If they could not prove that you had violated something under your lease, then the judge would say you get to stay for the duration of that lease.
All right, good advice there. Got Arnett here. Hi, Arnett.
Yeah, how you doing?
Great. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to ask you, if I'm a veteran, and
Arnett, I'm just
I got my veteran VA card, insurance card, here in Tennessee. I done moved to Mississippi. Could I still use my VA card in Mississippi?
And Arnett, while Kevin's answering that, I'm going to ask you to just turn down the volume on your TV set so it'll be a little bit easier to hear you.
Yeah, you know, the veterans benefits are going to be a federal benefit to you, and you can go across state lines, and you could register with the Tennessee Department of the Veterans Affairs, and they can take care of your needs there. So that's one of the great things about having some federal laws, because you could go across the state lines.
And you represent a lot of people who have VA issues.
Right outside of Fort Campbell Army Base, 33,000 troops. We have the only law firm that's right there between there and Clarksville. So we represent lots and lots of military. So when you represent a lot, you get to learn a lot because those questions are always there. And military law is a little different. You know, we have theories in the law. If someone wrongfully charges you or wrongfully accuses you, this is the big message, I think, for tonight. If someone is questioning or about to talk to you or one of your family members about a possible crime, whether it's a military or go talk to a lawyer immediately.
Yeah, don't talk
Throw
to that
on the
one.
brakes. Don't talk. Loose lips do sink ships. And so, you know, both my sons were doctors, and so I used to say, now, fellas, just slow it down, think about it, and run out and call Dad. And they said, well, you know, we're old. I said, I know. So that's the way I would slow things down, even in my own world. So I tell everyone, you don't have to talk to the police. And there's 2 different agendas. The police have to investigate and prosecute. And our agenda is not to see you prosecuted. And you have certain constitutional rights, and one of them is the right to remain silent.
Right. Got Ralph here. Hi, Ralph.
Yes, ma'am.
How can we help
Ralph.
you tonight?
Yeah, I was wanting to talk about power of attorney and that administrator over a person, and that's what I am. And this person never had any children. She had a couple of stepchildren, and but she never adopted them. And they don't ever come around and help do anything. And she does have a living sister and 2 nephews. I don't know how this process is going to work out. And we already have the final expenses paid, and we're supposed to bear. And I am, and I'm wondering how, if she has a lockbox that has a sum of money in it.
And Ralph, you're the power of attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And administrator.
Okay. The first thing is you need to get your document and see, is it a durable power of attorney? Is it a limited power of attorney? Is it a power of an attorney for medical purposes? And you know, they are two separate documents, so this is a good, clear distinction for the viewing audience to hear. You can have a durable power of attorney, and that is supposed to go even further if the person you're representing became mentally incapacitated. That's durable. And they can be on a limited basis also, you know, ad infinitum or for a year or whatever. We use limited power of attorneys for children all the time, allowing them for someone to have power of attorney for health care or educational decisions for whatever reason if they left them for the summer with their grandparents. In your situation, we need to look at and see what the document actually gives you the power to do. Now, if you're the administrator, that's going to have to be named in the will. So two separate documents. And if I were in your circumstance, and thank you for trying to help, because so many people have family members that don't live around here or are not interested in helping. So again, you are a fiduciary when you have a power of attorney for someone, so you have to be responsible and use your best judgment. Somewhere down the road, someone might question what you did with the assets. Did you follow her wishes, and did you do things in her best interest? And the will, once she passes away, the power of attorney dies. You only can act as their attorney as long as they're alive. At that point, you'd file with the court to become the administrator and then handle her affairs. So if you had that situation, she were to pass, then you would have the authority to go ahead and make the funeral arrangements. And then, you know, if there's money there, you can always be rest assured there's going to be family members coming forward. And if you were a family member and you had a relative, then you should go hire a lawyer and investigate. Otherwise, someone may take advantage of your inheritance.
All right. Well, a lot of good advice and more to come, so please stay tuned. And Kevin Kennedy will be back after this.